A horrifying ordeal down in the southern panhandle as a Morrill man is accused of kidnapping a family of 5. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a 71-year-old Morrill man has been arraigned on felony kidnapping charges in Garden County Court. Carl Thomas is accused of taking a family of 5 in his car against their will. Court documents say the family was at the Flying J truck stop in Big Springs asking for money to buy a car seat for their children, and Thomas offered to take them to Walmart. After driving for more than 30 minutes, it was clear that Thomas was not taking them to Walmart and said he was taking them to his house for illicit reasons. As Thomas sped down Highway 26 at speeds of 80 to 90 miles per hour, the 2 adult victims rolled down their windows and began waving and screaming for help. When deputies finally pulled over Thomas, he said these women were out of control and he was going to deport them, while the victims themselves told deputies they thought Thomas was going to kill them. He's facing charges including kidnapping, first-degree false imprisonment, intentional child abuse, and second-degree assault. Bond has been set at $500,000 at 10%, and he'll be back in court tomorrow for a motion for a competency evaluation. Well, a California man sentenced to 3 years intensive supervised probation and a $5,000 fine after caught with more than 37 pounds of pot, pound of mushrooms, and a loaded handgun were found in his vehicle in Kimball County, has lost an appeal of his convictions. Last year, 25-year-old Andrew Mendoza was found guilty on a trio of related felonies, but claimed the district court erred in overruling a motion to suppress evidence from a search of the vehicle. During the 2021 stop on I-80 near Kimball, a state trooper detected a faint smell of marijuana, but called for a drug dog to justify a search of the vehicle. Mendoza refused a search request during the stop and appealed that since the driver had already been given a warning for speeding and the K-9's arrival took 5 to 10 minutes, any statements and evidence at the conclusion of the initial stop should have been thrown out. The Nebraska Court of Appeals concluded that given the totality of circumstances, the trooper had reasonable suspicion to prolong Mendoza's detention and upheld the district court's ruling. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome back. A measure that would have required mandatory server training for all establishments with a Nebraska liquor license stalled in the legislature yesterday. LB 178 would have required employees involved in the sale, service, or mixture of alcohol to undergo the training at a cost of up to $30 each, which would also be required for those providing security for a licensed premises or verifying customers' ages for purposes of alcohol purchase or consumption. An amendment that would have exempted volunteers under a SDL was approved, but North Platte Senator Mike Jacobson still didn't like the bill, saying it would add new regulations for small businesses and charge them a bunch of fees.
Small businesses really don't need additional fees right now any more than they need additional taxes. That's effectively what this has become. We're adding new requirements that have not been there before, and so fundamentally I'm opposed to the bill, and I voted against the amendment even though the amendment made positive changes, but I'm opposed fundamentally to the bill itself.
The cost of the voluntary alcohol server training currently offered is set at $20, with half retained by the Liquor Control Commission as revenue, and the other half going to the third-party provider of the training courses. The measure failed to advance on a vote of 9 in favor, 26 against, and 13 present and not voting. And Eastern Wyoming College will be hosting the first of several listening sessions with EWC President Jeffrey Hawes next week. He'll be available to provide an opportunity for the community to offer feedback on what is going well, suggest areas for improvement, and ask questions about programs and initiatives of EWC. The first session will be Tuesday, March 11th from 8 to 10 a.m. in the Guernsey Sunrise High School boardroom in Guernsey, and refreshments will be served. Hawes says he and other officials want to hear from the communities across their service area with a goal of collaboration to improve outcomes for students and the entire community college.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that
For this week's featured pet of the week, we meet Harrison, a 10-month-old German Shepherd who's been at the Panhandle Humane Society for about a month now. Staff says he just recently learned to work on his leash manners, and he's doing a fantastic job as he walks right next to you and looks for your guidance. His adoption cost is $175, and that includes his neuter, microchipping, and all vaccinations. To meet Harrison, or any of the dogs and cats available for adoption, you can head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society daily during normal business hours.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
take a look at your midweek community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Uh-oh, you have to open the old gliding door to the patio again, but that thing stopped gliding long ago. Did you know that your old, ugly, hard-to-open gliding door is probably the #1 source of loss of heat in your home, and that broom handle lock is not secure? Renewal by Anderson's gliding patio doors are simply the best of the best, and Renewal has an incredible offer right now. Don't miss it. 20% off every door, plus no money down, no payments, no interest for 12 months. No payments until 26. Please book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com and start gliding again.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, prom season is right around the corner, and while there are several great shopping options in downtown Scottsbluff and Gering, one local nonprofit is providing an option for those working with a tighter budget. The Project Prom of Western Nebraska is hosting their 2025 gown and suit giveaway this week. The program will let high schoolers choose free formal attire from a selection of currently styled formal gowns, suits, shoes, and accessories. The shop will be set up at the Elks Lodge on 1st Avenue in Scottsbluff, starting on Thursday from 3:30 to 7 for physically or intellectually disabled people. The general public can attend Friday from 3:30 to 7 and Saturday from 10 to 5. Prom goers are asked to only bring one friend or family member to keep crowds to a minimum. Adult volunteers are also sought to help with setup and teardown on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. For more information, call Kimberly Soul at 641-4335. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.